For more on this, I'm joined in the studio by Ahmet Sedat Aybar. He's a professor of economics and finance here at Istanbul's Aydin University. Good to have you on set. Now, Venezuela's news agency is saying that the closure was basically done to protect the territory from possible unauthorized incursions. How is the delivery of aid an incursion and a threat to a territory?
It seems like, from the perspective of aid and that military rhetoric, it seems like Venezuela crisis is going to be settled not on intellectual grounds, but it's going to be settled on the military and political grounds. So as far as this kind of rhetoric is concerned, then this preventing incursions by the Maduro administration can be put forward to justify some of the measures taken against delivery of aid into Venezuela and so forth. But I'm looking at these things from a different perspective, because when we study Venezuelan crisis, it is evolving towards a new stage. Increasingly, the Venezuela crisis is becoming a part of American domestic policy, particularly after Bernie Sanders announced his candidacy for the presidency in the forthcoming elections, general elections. And as you know, Bernie Sanders is an advocate of socialism. And around this, we look at Donald Trump's narrative that America is never going to become a socialist country. And for Donald Trump, his justification of his claims is coming from the case study of Venezuela, that a kind of Bolivarian socialism in Venezuela has produced economic misfortunes and economic failures. Therefore, on the intellectual basis, on this debate, the domestic fault line in American politics is basing around debating against socialism from the president's point of view. And therefore, Venezuela crisis is increasingly becoming part of American domestic policy on the basis of regime debate.
Okay, so talking about that, when you said it's going to be sort of morphing into a new phase where the grounds are military and politics. But there are also two sides to a story. When Trump comes out and says we seek a peaceful transition of power, but all options are open, how is Maduro supposed to react to this then?
Maduro is going to react to this by taking it with a pinch of salt, I believe, because once these calls for the military to come into action and to get rid of Maduro and to replace it with Juan Guaido, I don't think Maduro is going to believe in such claims of peaceful transition. And more so, when we look at the new phase of Venezuela crisis, an international fault line is also being established around this crisis, that People's Republic of China and Russia is backing up Maduro, and any military option for the United States is going to be challenged by these powers. Therefore, in international arena, there is this division of, people are lining up their alliances behind Venezuelan crisis. Therefore, I think, again, Maduro is going to take what Trump's coming up with a pinch of salt.
All right, Professor Ahmet Sedat Aybar, thank you for coming on set and giving your analysis on this. Thank you.